Hey y'all, I'm Todd Bailey.
What's up? It's Arie Lumberdozy.
And this is fucking Brewtal.
Get in the pit, stock up the fridge, and listen. We're here to cover the latest in metal news and craft beer. A match made in hell.
If it makes you bang your head, then we want to hear it. If it tickles your taste buds, share those suds.
Turn it up to 11.
Crack open that beer.
It's about to get brutal.
What's up, Hopwolves? It's your boys, Todd and Arie, coming at you with episode 85 of Brewtal Podcast. We're recording on 7/7. It's a lucky day of July. How was your past week, dude? We both did something for 4th of July. What'd you get into?
Yeah, man. Had to celebrate America's birthday.
Damn right.
As true Americans, I guess, even though no one's a true American. But that's neither here nor there. No, it was cool, man. We got to go to out to my brother-in-law's. They live like about 2-ish hours away from us here in Pittsburgh, and they've got like they always love to say how much land they have. They've got like 28 acres. It's something wild. So they've got like a lot, like a nice like little secluded area back there, and big family. So that was cool to get together with them, see them, and they I've never been that close to fireworks, dude. And actually my brother-in-law got fucking hit by one.
Oh jeez.
Luckily it didn't like explode, but like he got hit in the eye and it like bounced off his stomach and then exploded. It was just one of those like too many cooks in the kitchen type deal, and someone knocked one of the like the little like pads or whatever that they use to so not good, dude. And that's something, you know, I love fireworks, but like shit like that happening.
Don't be one of those viral videos.
Nah, dude. And I saw lead singer of one of the Brewtal alumni, Empire of Ruin, David, him and his daughter got hit by a firework, and like it was really like they had to go like get surgery and everything.
Oh god.
It was very
well,
thoughts and prayers out to you guys.
Hoping for a swift recovery, seriously.
Yeah. I don't mean to start off on a downer. Like it was a good time. Just like gotta be cautious with that shit. And luckily for us, no one got seriously hurt, and it was cool to see everyone. And we also got to stop at this like really cool farm to table place that was also like a North Country brew pub, which I've had some of their beer on here before. So that was really nice. And yeah, it was good to spend some time with Sky and the rest of the fam. We don't get to see them that often, and got to see my nephew.
Nice.
So that's always excited. He's almost 1, which is crazy. But yeah, so it was nice. And yeah, my mom's birthday's this weekend, so that's exciting. Got some things coming up, and yeah, I could go on and on. Good things. But how about yourself? You also got into some nice celebratory shenanigans.
Yeah, we went over to our buddy Brian's house. He lives with Carl, who comes into the store because he's the captain of the boat that we got on later in the night. But
nice.
Yeah, did some grilling, some pool time. And then, like I said, we went on a boat to go watch some fireworks, which was actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Just because we were going along the river here in Texas, even though they call them lakes, it's a river. And people are just shooting off fireworks everywhere because it's rich people fireworks.
Right.
But it was a nice way to kind of bow tie the evening for the full day.
Boat tie.
Nice. Is there a name for a boat tie? I know there's that nautical themed Afghan or whatever in boats. I'm on a boat.
Ashkoff, something like that. I can never say it right.
That puffy thing.
Yeah.
Regardless, a lot of fun. Let's move on to the beers, though. This will kind of be a congrats to your mom. So I'm going to raise my glass for her birthday. So cheers. Yeah, cheers to you. Today, though, I have a pretty fun beer. I'm going to show the can off. It is BrewDog with their BUSHWOOD beer, and this is featuring the Caddyshack Gopher, and it even has Caddyshack at the bottom. I just noticed this. It has WB on the back because that's where the rights go for the movie. So they had to make sure they're on the can. To describe the can for those listening, though, so you got the gopher front and center. The can is mostly blue and it's kind of got like a plaid flannel thing to it. If I hold it up close enough, I almost have too much light so you can't see it, but it's kind of subtle in the background when you start looking closer. A lot of the font is in red and yellow. BrewDog's in red, whereas Bushwood Beer and Cash-Ek are in yellow. And they have something on the side here with like a kind of like a logo for Bushwood. It's almost like a league thing for them, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
The beer itself, though, is a Pilsner. It's coming in at 5% ABV. Pretty much looks like a Pilsner. I'm assuming it's going to taste like a Pilsner, too, when I go for it. Got a really great head, though, from the pour, so I was pretty happy about that. And then per Untapped, I found a little bit of a description. They say Bushwood Beer, the light and fresh beer that's crushable on the course. The light-colored straw lager features a creamy white head and a moderate carbonation. Hop additions give the beer a light, grassy lemon character balanced by a sweet malt aroma. At 5%, you'll be able to scamper along and play it at least 9 holes, just at least 9 holes. They say, don't worry, it's good luck. So, hey, on 7-7, hopefully this is some good luck coming our way. Let's get a taste here. This one's really light for like a Pilsner. I love the lightness to it. It's very airy. It kind of goes into that light, grassy lemon character. That really stands out. Not going to lie, this might be one of my favorite Pilsners so far this year.
Now we're on the back half of 2023.
This isn't big leagues, bro. This is Bushwood, bro. Yeah, and it's got a pleasant smell to it, too, with the lemon. I'm loving this. Ooh, BrewDog. First one on the show I'm featuring. All right. Yeah, I'm going to keep drinking this. Highly recommend. That's my slogan. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up for this one. I'm very happy with this. I would totally buy a 6-pack. I got to go to the store today after the podcast, so I think I might look to see if there's a 6-pack. Because I have seen BrewDog before at our local grocer here in Texas, HEB. I'm going to go looking for it.
I mean, if it's in the mix pack, they got to break it down from somewhere. So it's got to be around.
It's true.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited that you get to have some BrewDog on the show, and they know what they're doing. They've grown exponentially over the years, and rightfully so. They're very good at what they do.
Yeah, I've known. So this is actually brewed in Columbus, Ohio. I know they're from overseas originally, but they have places in here that they're brewing.
Nice. Very nice. Channel your inner Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And fucking that's that sounds like a crushable beer on the golf course. So fuck yeah, dude. And on the show. That's more important. I have today another one from Southern Tier. Talked about that brewery many, many times, and we'll continue to talk about that brewery. I know we both love it. And I always forget that there's a brew pub here in Pittsburgh now, too, which not saying that this is where this one is coming from, but that means that we get a lot of shit from them in the area. So I've got, boom, their 2X Juice Jolt. Yeah, me too, dude. Easily one of the most vibrant cans that Southern Tier has. And to describe it for everyone listening, they're pretty standard. They always have, well, they usually have, sometimes it changes, but their core beers always look the same. The logo's like front and center with the name of the beer underneath, but the name of the beer has got some fun logos to it. The whole can is a gradient between reds and oranges. And there's like some like stripes and stuff in the middle here too. You can kind of see it on the logo as well. And they've got some like lightning bolts and stuff like that. And a really not subtle, it's big on the side, but like I really like this like super juicy hop that they have on the side there too. It looks pretty metal. It's red and black.
It's kind of like a teardrop tattoo.
Dude, that's what we should get. We both get the only face tattoo is just a hop.
With tears.
With tears. Yeah, so this is a extra juicy double IPA, and it's coming in at 9.5% ABV. And this is a tall boy, so it's a 19.2. This one was at the gas station, Gecko. Shout out to them. And the IBU as to be expected, pretty low, 20 IBU. Southern Tier's from Lakewood, New York, which always have to bring up. Todd and I have been there a few times. Really love that brewery. For the website, 2X Juice Jolt, because there is a normal version of this, just their Juice Jolt. They always have to 2X it, though, which I appreciate. Oh, yeah. 2X Juice Jolt delivers a massive punch of delicious fruit juice through our brewer's handpicked secret mix of natural fruit flavors and ingredients. Now that's the 2X factor. That's their thing. Whenever they have like the 2X is like just the 2X factor, which again, I'm fucking here for it. A little bit of the profile. The malts that they use are two row pale oats, and the hops are Mosaic, Citra, Idaho 7, Simcoe, HBC 630, Amarillo, and CTZ.
Sounds like usernames.
It does sound like usernames. Maybe it is. Looking at you, Idaho 7. But I'm familiar with a lot of these, and they're all really great hops. And there's a lot of like really bitter ones in there too. I haven't had this one, but I do really like the style. I had New Belgium's Juice Force on earlier in the year, and actually just over this past week at my brother-in-law's, they had like a New Belgian mix pack, and they had like another like really juicy one in there that both Skylar and I really liked. So I do really like this like new take on IPAs where it's like actual juice and not like just like the juiciness of the hops. So that's really cool. And it's also pretty dangerous. And they're always like super high ABV, which I love. It's like basically having a fucking like a Capri Sun as an adult, more or less, which, yeah, who doesn't want that? So again, I haven't had this one. Let's open it up. Get a smell here.
Just saying I should have the beer in a pouch that you could staff and then drink, bro.
That'd be sick, dude. Southern Tier, make it happen. Oh, that's, yeah, it just smells like fruit punch, dude. Like with some hops in it. Cheers, Hopwolves. Let's get a taste.
I'll drink with you here. Let's go.
It's delicious. I love it. It's got like the carbonation is a little bit different than I was expecting. It almost tastes like pop in a way.
Yeah.
The way that the carbonation is coming in, like a fruit juice pop. I don't know. All I can think of is like a Hawaiian punch type of deal with carbonation.
That's what's up, though. I was not expecting that.
Dude, it's super light. You still get the hops in there, like more on the front end than anything. This is dangerously tasty, dude. Yeah, good juice flavor. I don't like that. The bite is so subtle. I'm just like blown away by their ability to show up. And yeah, that carbonation is like it's kind of weird, but I really like it because I still feel like an airiness like after the fact from drinking it. So like it's a full mouth feel. Yeah, really light, crushable as fuck, dude, which again is kind of concerning given the ABV, but I love it, dude. I am rarely disappointed with Southern Tier. This is no exception. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty like even a six banker was like $12. So
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really fun. Good summer beer for sure. I know it's like super hot in here and I feel quenched, but yeah, I like it, dude. Give it the seal of approval for the Hopwolves out there. Check it out. 2X Juice Jolt from Southern Tier. Let's get it, dude.
Juicing off them jolts, jolting off them juices. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Moving on to our metal headlines. We're terrible at transitions. This isn't the happiest thing to talk about, but no. Consider this whole section a PSA. The headline per the PRP, Varials is going to miss immediate shows as their singer, Mitchell Rogers, he was actually hospitalized following a car accident, which is crazy because it's been a bad week or so with bands. We think A Year of the Knife. We actually didn't even mention this. Craig Owens was also involved
second
in an
death.
accident. Yeah, second death. So please stay safe out there. I was going to end with that note, but I think we should start with it. Please stay safe out there. Here's the issue. statement from the band Varials. They say, "Hey everyone, it breaks our hearts to do so, but unfortunately we have to pull from our upcoming shows with Crown the Empire. Mitch was in a very serious van accident last week while heading home from a show on tour and has since been hospitalized with a serious lung condition. So we hope you get better soon. He has to require surgery and bed rest. He is recovering now, which is great to hear. And they are expecting to resume touring for the incarceration, which is a huge thing. So hopefully they do make that. They say, thank you for understanding, and we will all see you soon." So I'm glad there's a nice silver lining to that. And I hope he does recover fully. I wouldn't want to have to deal with anything with my lungs. That scares me. But yeah, to kind of circle back, this is a PSA. Just please stay safe out there on the road. There's a lot more travelers at this time period because it's summer. People are going out and about on vacation. So just stay safe, please.
Absolutely. Well, we'll end on a cheers and a moment of silence for Mitchell. Speedy recovery, and any band that is currently enduring this type of hardship, which we hate to see that it's been so frequent as of late.
Yes.
I guess to bring it back up, another terrible transition, but there's no good way to come out of something that is a serious subject matter. We're going to get into the albums that dropped, followed by our certified brutal bangers, as we always do. Another heater this week, surprisingly. I say that lightly, like, just wasn't really sure like what was really dropping this week. So a lot of really cool things popped onto our desk, as Todd said. So really excited, especially for your boy in particular that I've had on repeat all fucking week. But let's get into it. This one, starting off hot and heavy. Per usual, we got Better Lovers with God Made Me an Animal EP. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. That's members of Every Time I Die, Dillinger Escape Plan, and Will Putney, that basically does everything under the sun very fucking well. And then following that, I'm really stoked for this one too. Mm-hmm. I haven't given this one that much time of day, but the singles that I've heard, I've loved. Black Braid with Black Braid 2. So this is really cool. It's indigenous black metal, which is indigenous black metal, I should say. Excuse me. That's really fucking cool. Then we have Castiel with Shadowlands, DGMA. I want to say it's like pronounced Dogma, but don't quote me on that. But it's the Greatest of All Lost Causes EP. Femme with Monuments to Absence. Gutslit with Carnal. Hazing Over with Tunnel Vision. That's an EP. Hollow Construct with the In Between EP. Can't say In Between without Beartooth, but I'll allow it. Hollow Construct, I'm sure it fucking rips. Then following that, we have Itame with Until It Bleeds EP. Levitated with their self-titled album. Lockjaw with Relentless in all caps. That's very fucking important. Orphan, which I'll go ahead and say this is by far my favorite of the day. I've had this shit on repeat, like I said, all week. Their Manifesto 1.0 Stages of Grief EP. This is straight up all killer, no filler, Sum 41 type shit, dude.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Following that, we have Putridity with Greedy Gory Gluttony EP. I love that. That's nice. It's so lighthearted for such a brutal title. Snuffed on Sight with Smoke. Still Being with World Builder. The Hate Project, Blessed with Malevolence EP. Void Milker with Labyrinthical. That just keeps getting harder and harder to say. Anything with labyrinth in it, dude. But that one sounds pretty cool. White Harbor with their Sedative EP. And then the last two to round out the list are Widow's Peak with Claustrophobia and Will Haven with 7. And that's the Roman numeral 7.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, don't get that shit twisted. Like I said, Orphan for me was the pick, but dude, Stuff on Sight, Better Lovers, and Castiel were standouts for me. A few of the other ones like Hazing Over, I really liked that EP. I forgot that one was coming out too. I'm excited for Black Braid. The Dogma one was dope. But yeah, bar none, Orphan, easily top 5 for me already. But I'm biased because I love Porcelain and Strangled and all that. So that begs the question, what did it for you this week there, friend Reno?
Pretty much across the board of what you said, dude. I'm gonna add Gutslit in there because that's a great fucking deathcore album. Go check that out. I'm very much looking forward to Fen. That's more death metal, including Void Milker. They're from Chile, which seems to be churning out some awesome fucking metal. I don't know what's happening down there in that weird country that's literally the coastline. But I'm excited. Yeah. Another one I'm looking forward to checking out is Itami. They're actually from New Mexico, so I'm very interested. I used to live there. Hazing Over, Pittsburgh boys, we love you. Their guitarist was so cool. I chatted with them when they opened up for the Great American Ghost. It's a kid with some glasses. He seemed really nerdy, but I was like, dude, like your riffs are fucking fantastic.
That's like that the one meme where it's like if your guitarist looks like this and it's Peter Parker from Spider-Man, you know the breakdowns. Yeah. Time and time again, never disappoints.
Seriously though, he was really cool to talk to. I told him you and I were from Erie, and he's like, no fucking way. And I was like, yeah,
hell yeah.
But pretty much this whole list though, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I can't wait to listen to Smoke from Snuffed on Sight in particular. That is just dumb heavy, including Orphan, and don't sleep on Castiel. We've been featuring songs from them. They have come out of the blue. I've never heard of this band before, and that they're dropping heat. And of course, Better Lovers. I actually forgot that was dropping. So pleasant surprise, earlier than expected. Let's go. We're going to keep it moving though. Let's get to our Certified Brutal Bangers playlist. This is very top heavy, and we had to unfortunately axe some bands from this, but we'll feature some of their releases next week. I won't say who they are, but I'll talk about them on the next one. We're starting off with Hostages with their United in Blood Said single. This is so fucking heavy, dude. Like it's got a great intro audio clip, and then boom, you're hit with a fucking Mac ton truck. Like crazy.
Love it.
Next up, we have This Is Me Breathing. They've been releasing some really good singles, and they have an EP coming up, so we'll keep an eye out for that. They just released Beast of Bedlam. Love that track title. Yeah. Next up is the super group Gorehammer, in all caps. They just released their Technomancer single. That's a good one. After that, we have Hysterectomy, which cracks me up. I'm like, how many more ectomies are there? Apparently a lot more.
A lot more.
This single, though, is called Grandma's Hands. Haven't read the lyrics, so don't quite know what it's about, but the single artwork is quite funny. After them, we have the band Heirs of Hatred. This is a very solid track. The track is called The Mouth of Catastrophe. Next up, we have Arbitrator US with their Soul Seeker single. That one's pretty much on par. It deserves that 6th slot. After that, we have Humanity's Last Breath with their song Linger. I'm going to keep saying it. The band is so fucking consistent. Like, they cannot do wrong. I don't really think they can do wrong. They're kind of like the Meshuggah.
Anything that Buster touches is fucking pure gold. And I wanted to bring up, because he mixed and mastered the Orphan EP too. I was like, well, no wonder it's even better sounding than like before. This is fucking, like, it all makes sense. Yeah, I'm really stoked for New Humanity's Last Breath. And I had to think, I was like, dude, when's the last time they dropped an album? It's like, I felt like it wasn't that long ago, but it was like 2 years ago. So
that's not really that long, which is crazy. And that, yet they keep churning out greatness. So keep doing what you're doing. That's all I can say. Next up, we have a band that hasn't released new music in so fucking long. You wouldn't even know they're still around, but they are. We're talking about Cryptopsy with In Abeyance, which seems like they haven't skipped a beat, dude. I'm very pleasantly surprised with this single. Go check it out. More like tech death. Yeah. If you're not familiar with them, just in case. Next up, we have Flesher. Arie, you added this because you are friends with somebody from Flesher, and I'm so glad you added them because we need more death metal on the playlist. They came out with their single The Gates, and fantastic. I would love to see this live. Did you tell me that this guy is involved with Demiricus too, or no?
Yeah, so Dustin, shout out to my boy Dustin. He is the drummer in Flesher, but he was also the drummer in Demiricus, which unfortunately Demiricus is no longer a thing.
It makes me sad.
It is sad, but Flesher fucking rips, dude. Dustin's a great drummer, and this is like that, like the super, like the violent death metal, which is like kind of counterintuitive because it's death metal, but like it's like that nasty death metal, like that real grimy. They came out of the gates with the gates, dude, and
nice.
I have yet to see Flesher live, but I know they're coming through town in September, so I hope to see them there. But yeah, Dustin's a great dude. He's helped me out. Not only is he a very talented drummer, but he helped me out with my film, Eerie Times. He was the one that got me over to Black Circle where I filmed. He was in the film. He scored the film. So he's very talented, super cool dude, big horror fan. We gelled like lamb and tuna fish.
Nice. We're
PB&J, if you will.
Let's raise our beers to him. We'll keep doing that. That'll be a new thing. Anytime we mention a good person in life, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Next up, we have CARNIFEX, dude, with Necromantium. You said awesome music video to this. Can't wait to check that out. That band has been going for so long, and yet, like Humanity's Last Breath, just so consistent. They never sounded better, in my opinion. I think they're really strong right now. So go check them out. They're constantly touring, so make sure to check them on tour for sure. After them, we have Kings and Thieves with Z's. So just when you're looking them up, just make sure you add Z's instead of S's. They just released their track Torment. After that, we have the band Gouged, and this is featuring a Joseph Wofford. And the song is called Null and Void, but the null is Knull. After them, we have Lost to the Void with their track Deadweight, and this is featuring a Nick Crivelli of Carnage, and that's Carnage with a K. After them, we have Bear King, and it's not a bear, it's Bare, which we hope it would be switched, but
yeah,
neither here nor there. This is featuring Snake Father, so that would make it even cooler. Bears with snakes. But they just released their track Disadvantaged Youth, and Snake Father really makes their presence known on that track, so I'm very happy with it.
Snake Poppy.
That's right. Next up, we have Cell in all caps with Incarcerated by Flesh. I actually love that song title. It's a nice little twist on words and makes you think. Yeah. To keep it moving, next up we have End Us with their song Take Care. Then we have Creek with A Head Full of Rain, which is one of their heaviest tracks I've heard so far from this upcoming release. After that, we have Thirst with their song Loathsome Memories. They have a woman on vocals, and she does an amazing job. We're very big fans of more women in metal, so keep them coming. After that, we have Heaven's Gate with a new single, Violent Joy. Pretty much sums up how the song sounds. Very violent and joyous. Yeah. After that, last but not least, is a Brewtal alumni Seeing Things with their new song, Shapeshifter. I love the nuances that are going on there, like digital effects mixed with some fucking heavy crushing metal. And the artwork is very cool. It kind of makes me think of Distance latest album a little bit.
Yeah.
But this begs the question, what was your favorite? For me, Hostages, This Is Me Breathing, that Snake Father feature. For Bear Kings, Disadvantaged Youth was really good. And then I really loved Seeing Things, Shapeshifter. Got a shout out to Brewtal alumni. They're doing great things. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest. The Gorehammer was a little underwhelming for me. I really think they hyped this up. And then I heard the song was like, all right.
It definitely, like, the track still rips. So, like, Don't get that twisted. Like,
true.
Still very much into the track, but I do agree. I think that it could have been more, but it could be more. This is only the first track from the project, and it's a very short one too. Really technical, like more tech death than anything. So that was a little different, but it just didn't hit. Like, it just didn't hit. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, again, don't get it twisted. It's still like a super sick track, but just want a little bit more, especially from how much talent is in that group, the super group, if you will. So just keep your eyes on that one. It's still gonna hit you like a Gorehammer would. I would imagine. But yeah, that one was a little bit underwhelming, like you had mentioned. Hostages, though, did it for me. Like the call out right before the breakdown where the singer talks about like, that's only like half a clip and I'm a really good shot. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Stupid heavy. I really like that one. It gets the blood flowing. CARNIFEX, dude. I will always love CARNIFEX. I have never been disappointed from them, and they just keep, like Todd said, they're so consistent. They know the sound that they're going for, and they do it very well. But it's still like Acacia Strain we were talking about last episode. Like they know their audience, they know what to do, but it's still progressive and sounding like with the times. If that makes sense.
Nostalgic but fresh. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like that's a hard thing to do when you're a band that's been a band for like 15, 20 years. They still have that sound. Like there's no throwback to the sound because like they are the sound, but it still sounds modern.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The way that they do it, I really love it. And I really love the album art too. It reminds me a lot of like a Black Dahlia Murder type of deal.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And I love the color scheme. It's like, it's all purples, blacks, and greens. So it's very, very spooky, but like kind of like comic booky type deal. But anyway, I love that. Dude, the Bear King song, that's a band that I always forget about, not because they're bad. I really love them, but I just don't listen to them enough. And then they come in with the fucking sucker punch to the face. Like, oh yeah, now I remember. I'm woke the fuck up here. So yeah, Bear King having John from Snake Father, Snake Poppy on there was cherry on top. And then of course our homies and Seeing Things with easily one of their heaviest jams. I'm really excited for that album too. And that's just a small percentage of the rest of the fucking heat on this playlist. We do a good job. We fucking know it. And that's why we'll keep doing it. But we'll keep the heavy, dude, with our featured band. It's been a hot minute since we've had one, but we're coming back with a fucking sledgehammer to the fucking face, dude. We're talking Iron Rule, which I know we had mentioned before. I think, yeah, it must have been last week because this EP just dropped. And we had the pleasure of talking about the track today, which is Soul Remover. It's pretty metal. And that features a Jay Muller of Reminiscence. So the band lineup for Iron Rule, we have Daniel Lopez on vocals, Mike Monterone on guitar, Nick Paradis on bass, and Curtis Slater on drums. For the band bio, Iron Rule is a metallic hardcore band from Riverside, California, comprised of, again, we have vocals Daniel, guitarist Mike, bassist Nick, and drummer Curtis. Iron Rule sets out to unleash a vicious oral assault, it's a mouthful but accurate, on all of their listeners with their aggressive vocals, slamming breakdowns, and punishing drum beats. What more could you ask for in a band?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, dude, why don't you tell us about the track itself? Like all the things that they're saying in the bio. We always say this, the band knows best, but they're all true. So take it away, dude. What do they have to say about the track?
All right, man. So they say Soul Remover is a ground-shaking, crowd-stirring anthem. The track kicks off with a breakdown as potent as a meteor strike. I love that. It's layered with down-tempo chugging and aggressive vocals. Can confirm that oscillate between hardcore shouting and eardrum-shattering gutturals. Absolutely. Just wait till you hear this track. They say the track is a tribute to those with a refined taste in the genre, a composition promising to stir a mosh pit as cataclysmic as a nuclear blast during a live event. I love this colorful language. Like, yes, yes, yes. The lyrics of Iron Rule pull no punches, can confirm that as well. With Soul Remover, they brazenly confront those spreading hate and deception. They challenge the distorted societal notion that labels you a bully for standing against slander. Love that you're doing that.
Yes,
Firmly rooted in beatdown and hardcore values, Iron Rule calls out those who should have kept their ill-advised words to themselves. Let's go. The track also showcases a crushing contribution from Jay Muller of the Total Deathcore signed band Reminiscence, I've seen them a lot on Instagram, so I'm very aware of Reminiscence. This results in a progressively intensifying breakdown that amplifies the track's potency. I can't wait for you to talk about that, Arie. This collaboration reflects the solidarity within the California music scene, echoing powerfully in every pulsating note. The accompanying music video, masterfully crafted by Danny Carpenter of Bound by Blood Production, encapsulates the raw, visceral intensity of the track. If that didn't give you a good premise about what this is all about, Arie, please take it away about the song itself, which you'll hear here in a moment. We love this track already. And I'm just going to quote Arie, put down heavy, 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 heavy. Yes, it is heavy as fuck. Truly an Iron Rule.
Yeah, dude. I am here for this Iron Rule. I will gladly be there. And a lot of it, which is cool, is just an echo of what the band had provided for us anyway. So that's always exciting for us. We've mentioned that before. We're on the same page without reading the notes beforehand. So started off, I said, rumor has it that if you say Iron Rule's name 3 times in the mirror, they'll mule kick you in the face, because this song, like Todd said, is heavy, heavy, fucking heavy. It really just starts out with said mule kick to the face right out the gate. Daniel screams, "Save your soul," immediately breakdown. And it's pretty much like just a breakdown for the entirety of the rest of the track. So we're talking about 3.5 minutes of pure fuckery.
We love that.
And we love that. Absolutely. We're talking off camera beforehand, be like, this is getting us so pumped up. And like, we're both sitting on a chair and a couch. Like, dude, I'm ready to fucking go. So overall, the track has nice fluctuations between that down-tempo beatdown and the up-tempo buffoonery. The drawn-out screams before and after around the 1 minute mark are absurd. Plus the "you stupid bitch" and "oh" at 1:43. That was Todd's note. Hell yeah. Anytime those like little nuances, like you just, something about it gets...
It's the little things.
It's the little things, dude. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool tempo changes in there as well to really encapsulate the "you stupid bitch" and "oh." It fits. You'll hear. My personal favorite lyrics from the track are, "You've got a big ass mouth and now it's time for you to pay. Let's fucking go, my guys." This whole section, it's about a minute or so, is my favorite. They do some like really cool like production techniques. I wish I knew like the term, but it sounds kind of like muffled when like the guitar kicks in at some point while Daniel is screaming still over the music. And then it comes back in with like the rest of the band. It's super cool and I love it. And you know what? I take that. This is actually my favorite part. The whole song is my favorite part. 2:25. We are going to take a moment. The band just like, they're like, you know, like, let's collect your thoughts. You think the song is over, but oh, buddy, you're gravely mistaken. Not sure how, but this is by far the heaviest part of the track. Basically, one huge fuckfest of a breakdown, in addition to the rest of the fuckfest of the breakdowns. I'm talking spin kicks, crowd killing, crowd surf, and mic grabbing, aka someone is going to the hospital when this track kicks in. It's amazing. And if this doesn't get you up and like wanting to fucking throw down, I'm sorry, friends, but you're not listening to the right podcast, because this shit is what we live for. Consider our souls removed by the end of the track. Just like imagine someone getting 1-inch punched Bruce Lee style, and as the body's falling, the poor unlucky soul is exiting the body. It's just a great
visual. Yeah.
The whole thing is just like a visceral, just again, punch to the face, ribs, back, head, wherever, dude.
Dude, Mortal Kombat fatality for sure.
More or less, dude. I mean, you have like, I think I also saw like Iron Rule has like an AMV, one of the anime music videos. I would love to see some shit with like Mortal Kombat involved in here. That'd be sick.
That'd be awesome.
And this track would be perfect. But yeah, so that's the song. I mean, what more can we say other than it's just dumb, fucking stupid heavy, exactly what we want here on Brewtal. But we also want to hear what's fueling the band beverage wise and sonically, what they're listening to. Todd, take it away. They've got some excellent picks.
Yes, sir. And I've mentioned that song comes from their EP Soul Death Do not sleep on that fucking EP. It's rising up in the ranks here at Brewtal, so keep an eye on it.
Absolutely.
For what they're drinking, Daniel, he's a hazy IPA guy. Love to see that. Mike, he's not a drinker, and that's okay. He is all for Dr. Pepper, which is big down here in the South, so I'm all for that. That's thumbs up. That's still like the only soda pop that I love that has carried over, because I've kind of weaned myself from it, but Dr. Pepper still fucking rules.
It's the best.
Next up, we have Nick. He says anything from Stone Brewing. That is facts, because I have never had a bad beer from them, so I would agree.
Yep.
After that, Curtis, he says Pliny the Elder by Russian River Brewing. I'm aware of that beer. Great selection.
Amazing.
Yeah, kudos on that pick. Thank you for those answers. We always love to see some variety there. For what they're jamming as of late, so the band picked the bands and the track. We're starting off with Snuffed on Site with Time to Dip. That is going to get things going on this playlist. And again, for those who are unaware, this is for our Brutalist playlist. This is separate from the CBB. This is always kind of in tune with the feature. After Snuffed on Site, we have Zabalba with their song Cold. I need to give that band more attention. I know of them, but haven't really listened to them. Next up, we have Marrow with their song Malpractice. Then we have Reminiscence with Bad Blood 2. That's a nice little nod. After them, we have Tactosa with Augured In. That's actually the song that got me into them, so hell yeah. After that, we have Volatile Ways with Natural Selection. And number 7, Kind Eyes with Fuck a Proud Boy. All right, let's go. I've never heard of them, so I'll have to check that out.
That song fucks, dude.
I mean, it's got it. It starts out with fuck. At number 8, we have X Doulos X with their song Cycles. And I'm going to spell that out in case that you're wondering to look it up. It's XDOULOSX. Never heard of them before, but since it's on this list, I got to check it. At number 9, we have Paleface with Please End Me. And then at number 10, we have Polyphia, hell yeah, with Bloodbath. That is a great way to end it. They're more instrumental than anything. They've been adding more vocalists as features, but Polyphia can do no wrong in my eyes.
No.
Great guitar wankery, if you will. Last but not least, if you want to check them out, they're pretty much on anything you can think of. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. A lot of that is Iron Rule, either hardcore or CA for California. YouTube's the same way, at Iron Rule CA. They're on Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon Music, Apple Music as well. Look up Iron Rule Apple. And then Bandcamp and their online store, which is through Bandcamp as well. Please check these guys out. We fell in love with them the moment we heard them. And that says something. That's like instant attraction. So we're all for the Iron Rule. Let's keep the rule going. Y'all are kings among plebeians, us. Keep what you're doing. And let me just stop delaying. Go listen to Soul Remover. Let's fucking go.
Nothing left to do. Take all for you. So remove it, lower you. Side to side, the